This is a small village in China. It looks like your typical scenic neighborhood in the suburbs, just lacking in one key feature. The houses are all stuck to each other, and there's no front or backyard. But these people don't mind. They're happy living right next to their neighbors. After all, it's better than the alternative. See, these homes aren't just stuck together out of convenience. They're literally fused into one another out of necessity. You see, if they weren't stuck together, the wind would blow them away. Let me explain. This village is located along the edge of a desert, and the only thing keeping their homes from being blown away is the giant wall that surrounds them. This wall is so big that from certain angles it looks like a second sky. It's called the Great Wall of China, and it's one of the country's most famous landmarks. But the Great Wall isn't a single wall. It's actually a series of walls built over many centuries by different dynasties. The earliest sections date back to the 7th century BC and were made from simple materials like wood and stone. These early walls weren't very tall, only around 4 feet high. But they did the job of keeping out the nomadic tribes from the north. Over the next few hundred years, the walls were improved upon. In the 13th century, during the Ming Dynasty, the Great Wall was expanded and reinforced. This is the wall that most people think of when they hear about the Great Wall of China. It was built to keep out the Mongols and other invaders from the north. The Ming Dynasty section of the Great Wall is over 13,000 miles long. That's about as far as walking from London to Warsaw and then driving from Warsaw to Istanbul. And it took almost 100 years to build. Construction began in 1368 and was completed in 1644. During this time, around 250,000 soldiers and laborers worked on the project. The Great Wall wasn't just a defensive structure, it was also a symbol of Chinese power and unity. Every year, the government organized mass conscription events where they would force peasants into labor battalions to work on the wall. Men were conscripted for 2 months out of every year to work on the wall. If you were caught trying to avoid working on the wall, you would be severely punished. For minor offenses like cutting down a tree without permission, your beard and eyebrows were shaved off as punishment. More serious offenses like desertion or theft could result in execution. It's hard to say exactly how effective the Great Wall was at keeping invaders out. It certainly helped to slow them down, but it wasn't foolproof. There were several times when armies managed to breach the wall and invade China. Perhaps the most famous example is in 1644, when a rebel army led by Li Zicheng stormed the capital city of Beijing. This was after the Manchu invaders had already taken most of northern China. So the Ming emperor fled south and set fire to the imperial palace before killing himself. The Great Wall didn't last much longer after this. By 1648, the Manchurians had captured the whole of China, and the Great Wall was abandoned. After this, the wall fell into disrepair and was largely forgotten about until the 20th century. In recent decades, the Chinese government has spent billions of dollars restoring the wall. Today, it's one of China's biggest tourist attractions. Over 10 million people visit the wall every year. But, as impressive as the wall is, it doesn't quite live up to its name. Despite being over 13,000 miles long, the Great Wall isn't actually the longest wall in the world. That honor belongs to the 11,781-mile-long Hadrian's Wall in England. Still, the Great Wall is definitely one of the most impressive man-made structures in the world. It's visible from space and is the only human-made structure in the world that can be seen with the naked eye from the moon. So if you ever have the chance to visit, I highly recommend it. Just don't go expecting a perfectly preserved ancient monument. Most of the Great Wall we see today is actually a modern reconstruction. Only about 5% of the original Ming Dynasty wall still stands. The rest has either been destroyed by natural erosion or intentional demolition. Many parts of the Great Wall were built on top of older walls, and as the older walls eroded, the newer walls were built on top of them. As a result, the Great Wall is slowly sinking into the desert. In some places, it's already gone. But even though the Great Wall is in danger, I'm sure it will continue to stand for many centuries to come. It's a symbol of China's rich history and culture, and it's one of the few things that can unite an entire nation. When the Chinese government announced that they were going to spend billions of dollars restoring the wall, they didn't just get approval from the central government. They got approval from every provincial government along the wall. Everyone in China is proud of the Great Wall, and they're all happy to share it with the world. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.